Another Russian commander was killed, this time near Kreminna, by artillery fire. In the Kreminna area, another Russian colonel, commander of the 19th Regiment, Yevgeny Ladnov, call sign Pioneer, was eliminated. Reportedly, he was killed by artillery fire. Russian media report on a drone strike on an oil storage facility in the Penza region. One of the tanks of the Utios Rozreserva plant was allegedly damaged. Ukrainian drone strikes on Russian refineries are causing significant disruption. These targeted attacks damage vital fuel supplies that power Russian military operations, creating logistical challenges and straining their war machinery. The strikes also signal Ukraine's ability to hit strategic infrastructure deep within Russian territory, impacting both military readiness and economic stability. The 12th Operational Brigade Azov struck Russian infantry positions inside New York. Drone surveillance has become a critical asset in urban warfare, especially in the context of the conflict in Ukraine. In dense urban environments, where buildings, debris, and narrow alleys create complex battlefields, traditional reconnaissance methods face significant limitations. Drones, with their ability to fly over and navigate through these obstacles, provide real-time, high-resolution aerial views that are essential for tactical awareness and decision-making. One of the most crucial advantages of drone surveillance is its effectiveness in locating enemy infantry concealed within urban structures. In cities where combatants can easily blend into the civilian environment and use buildings for cover and ambushes, identifying their positions becomes a daunting task. Drones equipped with cameras and infrared sensors enable Ukrainian forces to detect hidden enemy units, even in dim or obscured conditions. This capability allows for targeted operations that minimize risks to friendly troops and reduce collateral damage by identifying precise locations before engagement. Beyond simply finding enemy positions, drones are indispensable for monitoring troop movements and gathering intelligence on defensive layouts, supply routes, and ambush points. This surveillance allows commanders to anticipate enemy strategies and adapt their approach accordingly. The live video feed from drones can be relayed to command centers, giving decision-makers a comprehensive view of the battlefield as situations unfold, enabling rapid, informed choices that can shift the momentum of urban skirmishes. Moreover, drones provide crucial post-engagement assessment. After an exchange or an operation, they can fly over the area to evaluate the effectiveness of the action, report on enemy casualties, and assess structural damage. A Russian T-90M breakthrough upside down in an anti-tank ditch, finished off by Ukrainian FPVs. Russia has frequently boasted that its T-90 tank is the best in the world, highlighting its advanced armor, weaponry, and defensive systems. The T-90 is promoted as highly reliable, capable of withstanding modern anti-tank weapons, and equipped with cutting-edge technology. However, battlefield performance has shown that these claims face serious challenges under real combat conditions. And what fun he had drinking vodka out of a grenade shell in the beginning.
Всем здрасте, всем привет. Пенза, Чемодановка, Пазилки. Ну, за вас. Слава России.
A few moments later.
Рядовой Смолькин Евгений Валерьевич, 810-я бригада, 1-я штурмовая рота. Морская пехота.
In Ukraine, mobilization will be extended next year. This announcement was made by Defense Minister Rustem Umerov during his speech at the annual general meeting of the European Business Association 2024. Next year, in order to maintain defense, in order to implement all the goals and objectives that were specified in the military strategy, we must continue mobilization, Umerov explained. At the same time, according to the minister, joint work took place in the government in the summer, and it was noted that the economy needs reservation. The corresponding cabinet of ministers' resolutions were adopted to reserve people. But we must continue mobilization. Therefore, we will always be open to working with associations, and we ask you to contact us and explain how we can help you. In the summer, we already helped make a reserve. But if you need to make more reserves, then you need to come and talk together, and we will help, Umerov said. As the minister explained, his department gives recommendations on how many people need to be mobilized to hold the front and have strategic and operational reserves. We are trying to change the paradigm so that service is an honor, and not how society perceives it now. Boozification, TCC, very bad, training. This is a very problematic issue for us, Umarov said. Those liable for military service who were mobilized from November 1st will undergo 45 days of military training at training centers. Previously, such training lasted 30 days. Kiev was attacked simultaneously with missiles and drones for the first time in 73 days, according to the Kyiv City Military Administration. According to KCMA, air defense forces destroyed several cruise and ballistic missiles, as well as up to a dozen drones. Some 96 different means of air assault were detected by the Air Force, including anti-aircraft missiles, winged missiles from strategic bombers, Iskander-M strategic missiles, and Shahed drones, the Ukrainian military said in a Facebook post Wednesday. Russia holds a lot of territories that were once Chinese. While feeding the Russian war machine with one hand, Beijing is probably sharpening a carving knife with the other. China will be the first in line to get a piece of a weakened Russia, starting with getting back Chinese ethnic lands and potentially expanding even further to grab parts of Asian Russia, rich with natural resources. After all, Russia did the same to China before. In the 19th century, China under the Qing dynasty concluded several treaties with Tsarist Russia, which transferred a lot of lands in what is now the Russian Far East under St. Petersburg's rule. A total of 1.4 million square kilometers of Chinese territories, including the whole area east of the Ussuri and north and east of the Amur River to the Pacific coast, ended up first in the Russian Empire, then in the USSR, and finally under modern-day Russian Federation. The treaties are largely considered unfair, as China was weakened at the time by the Opium Wars and other factors. For a long time, these as well as other lands that once belonged to China, some estimate the area to be at almost 6 million square kilometers, were subject of territorial disputes between them and Russia. In fact, in the early days of Soviet Union, Moscow made promises to China that they would return to the Chinese people all that had been taken from them by the Tsarist Empire, but this promise was never fulfilled.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. He's doing the job every day.